Hello everyone, I'm Landon, and I'm the DM. It seems like there's always something causing delays in my videos. This time, it was prepping for and actually going on a trip to see family I haven't seen in over 3 years. But I'm back now with another Kickstarter highlight. But this time, I'm trying something new, as you might have guessed from the video title. There are so many awesome Kickstarters I want to highlight for you that I decided I wanted to try and do a lightning/speed round. So I'm going to quickly highlight a total of 10 projects for you. Wish me luck. I've ordered them to put those ending soonest first, so you can go ahead and pause the video after and go and back it and have the most amount of time, and then come back and watch the rest. Now, the very last one has technically already ended, but it does have a late order pre-order store through BackerKit. Before we get started, I want to do the YouTube thing and remind you to like the video. If you enjoy any of the projects I share, leave a comment, tell me what you think about this lightning round format, or any thoughts about the campaigns. If you want to see more videos like this and haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that, and make sure to turn on notifications so YouTube will actually inform you when I upload those videos. Let's get into it. First up, we have Sparksun, D&D 5e Setting and Supplement by Wider Path Games. Everything players and GMs need to adventure in the exotic Sparksun universe. Honestly, the name reminds me of the Dark Sun setting. Let's see if it's actually anything like that. Really quick, I want to show off some of the cool art that they have on the campaign page. Here we have the art for the races, and I really appreciate that everyone is smiling. I mean, look at this guy right there. I like this art showing off the different classes, and we also have this cool world map. Let's get an idea of what this place is and what the book offers us. Adventures in a world where your creator wants to destroy you, and the line between technology and biology is blurred by the creation of something truly amazing. Sparksun is an exotic campaign setting for use in D&D 5e. This book serves as an introduction to the Sparksun universe and has everything players and game masters need to launch epic adventures in the world. This book includes 4 new races with a new race leveling system, 7 new classes with unique abilities you've never seen before, new power system with more than 100 powers to choose from, 80 new monsters with abilities designed to make encounters fun and fast, highly detailed world with more than 100 locations, each with descriptions, NPCs, gathering places, and suggested encounters, 35 special items, new rules for gaining renown, starting clans, taking trauma conditions to stay alive in combat, and writing spark contracts that physically and mentally bind creatures to the terms. An adventure that brings to life the unique aspects of the world. Very cool. I would probably end up going with the hardcover plus digital pledge for $49. That's a pretty good price. If this campaign has gotten your interest, make sure to use the link in the description to check out all the details yourself and back the project to support Wilder Path Games. Next up, we have Splinters of Faith, an adventure for 5e and OSR games by Frog God Games. It starts with missing chickens. It ends in a showdown with an undead priest. 11 linked adventures to test your characters. Let's read a little more detail on that. Splinters of Faith is a series of 11 linked adventures centered on stopping the return of the dread dead priest, a cruel Rathamon, probably messed that up, and his undead minions. The campaign takes the characters across hundreds of miles as they race to different temples to restore the broken Scepter of Faiths, a powerful weapon that once stopped the warlord. It all starts when some chickens go missing, but this foul beginning might mean a foul ending for your characters, designed for your 5th edition and OSR campaigns. I'm always a fan of a good pun.
Hi, this is Baymax.
I do think this cover art for the campaign, which we see here a little larger, is pretty cool. An older lady with a staff riding on a dragon mount. So this will be available in hardcover. In 5th edition, it will be library bound, or the OSR, using swords and wizardry rules, is a print-on-demand case laminate version. Again, some more nice art, definitely gives off that creepy mood of being forced to dance. This dwarf seems pretty friendly to me. This looks like a really cool location. I would probably end up going with the $60 level hardcover. Go and give some support to Frog God Games, and consider backing their campaign. Check out all the details with the link below. Moving right along, it's time to fight some ghosts. Grizelda's Guide to Ghost Hunting by T.A. Gray with Scoundrel Game Labs. We've seen campaigns by T.A. Gray on the channel before. You can check out a previous video I did for them by clicking that eye in the corner of your screen. But let's get into the details of what this book does for us. Grizelda's Guide to Ghost Hunting is a hardcover tome packed with content that brings your dead to life in your next 5e campaign. Discover the haunted bestiary, loads of player options, DM tools for immersing your players in ghostly adventures and investigations. Plus, every backer gets the Unshackled STL Mini. The book includes 12 new subclasses, 20 plus fully illustrated monsters, the mechanics for seances, mediums, and haunts, DM tools for building supernatural suspense, 5 ghost hunting guilds, new spells, magic items, sidekicks, and much more. There's a 9-page preview PDF available to download and check out for yourself. It contains the Haunted Accomplice Rogue, the Unshackled Spirit Creature, and the Metaphysical Investigation Collective. I must say I am a fan of this art style, both here and further down in the subclasses. And then we get a nice feel for what some of the illustrated monsters will look like. I would definitely go for the hardcover plus PDF level, which is only $35. That's like a crazy good deal. And I have double checked, it doesn't look like this is a print on demand thing. It's actually $35 for the book. How good of a deal does depend on how big the book is, but still, get in on this. Support Grizelda's Guide to Ghost Hunting today. Next up, Loresmith brings us Remarkable Guilds and Their Heroes, GM Guide for any RPG. Remarkable Guilds is your Game Master guide for role-playing valiant fantasy guilds and factions, compatible with any fantasy RPG. I've noticed the art in the campaign page is pretty good. Make sure to keep your eye out for it. Remarkable Guilds and Their Heroes is a brand new GM sourcebook for role-playing benevolent fantasy guilds. Fourth in the successful series, explore 10 richly detailed guilds, items, services, quest hooks, maps, new role-playing concepts. What is a remarkable book? Fourth in our best-selling Remarkable series, our books for GMs are celebrated for being exceptionally well-crafted and beautiful. Full of inspirational, ready-to-use content, our Remarkable books are largely system-neutral, providing world-building content that is not rule-specific and easy to use in any fantasy setting. What's in the book? 10 detailed guilds with NPCs, services, quests, new rules for players to operate their own guilds, new gameplay concepts to bring guilds to life, Game Master tools to create custom guilds, 10-color guild headquarters map, random tables to create guild member NPCs, special content on creating Fable guild items, tons of quest hooks, rumors, and mysteries, and much, much more. This graphic shows us the guilds that have been revealed: the Company of Tales, Antiquity Trust, the Shields of Usana, probably messed that up, Draconic Smiths, Bureau of Mysteries, Alliance of Brewers, the Order of the Serene Fists, and there's 3 guilds left to be revealed. For myself, I'd either get the hardcover or the hardcover plus PDF. The hardcover plus PDF is around €45, which is about $49 to $50. Check out the rest of the details and the rest of their line on the campaign page, and give support to Loresmith. Continuing on our roll, we have our 5th campaign today, Bergin's Book of Beasts D&D 5e by Penny Dragon Games. 200 plus new beasts and new beast flavored subclasses for your D&D 5e adventures. Bergin's Book of Beasts is a 5th edition bestiary in the truest sense of the word. Published by Penny Dragon Games, the company behind Eisendorf's Vault of Tragic Treasure, Order of Elemental Chaos, and the Mag of Holding book series, Bergin's Book of Beasts contains hundreds of new beasts to be used as encounters, party pets, character companions, and of course, with polymorph and wild shape. Including these beasts in your world can help create an immersive experience. In addition to the beastly subclasses, the other beast-flavored content, this campaign also offers a 100-plus page adventure. It goes from level 1 to 5 with a cosmic horror theme. As an interesting note, as an early bird reward, they were actually giving out hardcovers of this for anyone with a physical pledge, so that was pretty cool if you were able to get in on that. I would definitely go in for the Beast Tamer pledge for the hardcover and PDF, if I got the early bird, for £45, about $58 to $59, or Beast Guardian to get that adventure as well at £70, around $90 to $92. Make sure to give some support to Penny Dragon Games and check out their Kickstarter. Next is the Griffon Saddlebag, Book 2 by Griffon McCullough. I hope I said your name right. The anticipated sequel with over 500 game-ready magic items, player options, settings, and more for 5e. Give out better treasure. I actually have Book 1. I love magic items, and I can attest that these are all really great. My players have really enjoyed finding the items that I pull from the first book. 400 plus pages including over 500 magic items, 12 new subclasses, 2 playable races, 14 ready-to-play settings, nearly 100 new creatures. I'm a fan of monsters. The Griffon's Saddlebag creates magic items and more for 5th edition. Apparently this is twice the length of the first book, so that's great. I love that all the items are illustrated. That art extends to the races, the subclasses, and settings available in the book. Also, the Ledger Plus is an extremely useful way to search the magic items, save them, and have them easier to use in your games. For a tier, I would choose the book for the hardcover and PDF for only $50. Make sure to check out the Griffon Saddlebag Book 2. Do you like dice? Do you like cool dice? How about some levitating dice? That's what Conflict Games has for us. Magnetically floating and functional dice sets. I think that's pretty cool. So just look at this D20 there, just floating there above its base. Pretty cool, right? But now let's see it in motion. I think it's awesome. The levitating dice are magnetically levitating polyhedral dice that hover in the air. A magnetic field keeps the dice floating and rotating delightfully, making this one of the coolest dice sets ever. The levitating dice come as either a set of 7 dice or as a single D20. The current base holds 1 die at a time, dazzling as well as functional. Be the envy of all your dice goblin friends with these hypnotically floating dice, visually spellbinding on any tabletop. The primary objective was to make it functional. It's great as a set piece, but even cooler when picked up and rolled. All of the levitating dice can be grabbed out of midair and rolled like any other dice set. But let's look at some of the options for dice designs. We have Rainbow Touched, Quintessential Red, this brass one, and the Warblade. The options for the base are Oak, Walnut, White, or Black. So I would probably end up getting a Levitating base and dice set. Most likely, I would choose either Red or the Warblade, and for the base, I would choose Black. We'll release your inner dice goblin and shows conflict games some support by picking up some Levitating Dice. Next is An Unexpected Wedding Invitation 5e by Midnight Tower, a Jane Austen-inspired romance and mystery role-playing adventure for 5th edition D&D/RPG. I have a few books from Midnight Tower, so I know that this one will be good. An Unexpected Wedding Invitation is a romantic mystery adventure inspired by Jane Austen for the world's largest role-playing game, 5e. You get the following products: the adventure, An Unexpected Wedding Invitation, Intrigues and Intentions, a compendium with all the unlocked stretch goals, specially designed character sheets with an elegant Regency fantasy theme, 6 different pre-made characters so that you can start the game right away. Bonus, you get a special mention in the book. We also include a free VTT pack with tokens, gridless maps, and digital handouts so the adventures can be easily played online. That's nice of them. Take a look at all this beautiful art throughout the campaign, like this wedding scene. This map is pretty nice. The character portraits have been a favorite of mine in their other books, and this one is no exception. I really appreciate the humor in this before and after shot. I would probably go with the Secretly Engaged tier for hardcover, book, and PDF for £25, about $32-33 USD. As a note, this Kickstarter is doing printing and shipping through DriveThruRPG. On the campaign page, it says that shipping will be paid through the backer kit. I'm not sure if they're doing the process where you have to pay DriveThruRPG for the cost of printing, but it doesn't say that in the campaign page. Give Midnight Tower some support. They are awesome. The last active campaign, the RPG tracking system featuring Paladin Woodworking by Wormwood Gaming, a magnetic and modular character tracking system for D&D 5e. Wormwood is pretty well known, and I've seen a few of the products from Paladin Woodworking, so it is cool to see them team up for this. I think this is a pretty cool idea. If you're using paper character sheets covered in notes and eraser smudges, or staring at yet another screen for more hours of your day, well, you're not doing it wrong, but you could be doing it righter. The RPG tracking system takes the chore of character tracking and transforms it into a fun and satisfying part of your game, with a unique tracker created for each and every character class. This system is designed to be customized to exactly what you need for your character, or all of your characters. I really like the use of magnets and little BBs, and the way that the tracker tiles can sit on this tracker keeper. This one is a little different, where they have a single tier and you adjust your total pledge to include everything you want as an add-on, basically. And the costs? The tiles are $17 each, and the tracker keeper is $40. I would probably want one of each tile, unless I don't think that I or a player of mine would make use of it, and at least one tracker keeper. And maybe the track rack if it unlocked at 250k. Let's take a look at each tile. I'm also going to show the updated versions, where applicable, that they just revealed based on feedback from the backers. Always nice to know that they are listening and improving the product. Artificer, Barbarian, Blood Hunter, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Gunslinger, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, HP and spells, Mod, Saving Throws, Spellcaster, Skills, and Weapon. A really cool idea. Show some support for Wormwood Gaming and check out the Kickstarter. Finally, we have something a little different. Surprise! 4 secret novels by Brandon Sanderson. A Year of Sanderson. Enjoy the books and swag boxes throughout 2023. So, if you haven't heard of this, basically here's a quick rundown. Brandon Sanderson is a very prolific, famous fantasy author whose novels are quite popular. During 2020 to 2021, he, like many of us, found himself with some extra time on his hands. And when you give Brandon extra time, you get stories. He ended up writing 5 additional secret novels on top of his normal projects and starting a successful YouTube channel. One of those, a middle grade graphic novel made in collaboration with his sons, he set aside and brought the remaining 4 to Kickstarter. Here you can see some mock-ups of the covers, with the mystery of what the novels are about still withheld. Special edition high quality premium hardcovers, included ebooks, audiobooks, and a year of swag were the offerings of this Kickstarter. Now, you may be wondering, why are you talking about this if it's over? Or, why are you talking about these fantasy novels? Don't you normally cover tabletop related stuff? Well, yeah, normally, but I felt like covering this. And also, this Kickstarter blew up. This campaign has become the most funded Kickstarter of all time. 158,341 backers pledged $41,754,153. To give some context for just how big this is, that is almost $1 million more than double the previous #1 Kickstarter. And this is the second most backed Kickstarter of all time. I like to think of myself as the Kickstarter guy. How could I not mention this? But just because the Kickstarter is over doesn't mean you can't get in on the fun. Through BackerKit, they actually have a pre-order store available with the same prices as the Kickstarter, so you can still get everything, as well as some additional add-ons. I ended up going with the audiobooks with those ebooks thrown in, but if I could have made it work, I would have gone for those premium hardcovers. I highly recommend checking out this Kickstarter for the details and the pre-order store through BackerKit. I'll have links to both. Brandon Sanderson is one of my favorite authors. He finished The Wheel of Time. That's how I found him. I'm happy for his success and I wish him even more success. And that is the end of the lightning round Kickstarter highlight. I hope you have found this useful and interesting. If you did, give that video a thumbs up. Remember to show support to the creators highlighted here and let them know that I sent you. I will have more videos coming soon, including showing off something for an upcoming Kickstarter. To be notified when those videos come out, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell. Leave a comment telling me which was your favorite campaign or about any exciting campaign that I've missed. I do have a Patreon in the description if you would like to support me even more. Thanks for watching to the end. I'm Landon and I'm the DM, and I will see you at the next Kickstarter.